welcome to Joltage Fallout, the show where violence and electricity come together as we find out who is going to be walking away with WWE Championship Gold. It's that Jolt.
And the reigning Joltage champion, Karnage.
And what are we discussing here this time, my partner in crime?
WWE SummerSlam 2016.
The hottest show of the year.
And damn it, is it hot out here.
Hot as balls, my friend. Hot as balls.
What the hell? But,
I digress.
while we wait for it to get cool, we got the results from SummerSlam. A total of 13 matches. One of the longer matches one of the longest pay-per-views in recent memory for WWE.
Let's go, you count WrestleMania, which is like 6-7 fucking hours long. For no reason.
First off, American Alpha, Hype Bros, and Usos against Febreze, Ascension, and Vaudevillains.
So, good team, mad team, good team versus job, and job.
I think we know who you're going with in this one.
Yep. I had to go with my boys, American Alpha, your boys, the Hype Bros, and your other boys, the Usos.
I don't like the Usos. We've covered this twice now, dude.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Anyway, I also, as a counter to what I just said, I went with the Usos team.
Usos, Hype Bros, and American Alpha.
Mainly because of Hype Bros. is the actual reason. But, Alpha, Hype Bros, and Usos won.
Whoa. And I do believe it was American Alpha that got the win.
Sure. I didn't see the pre-show, so we'll go with that.
Next match.
Zayn and Neville going against the Dudleys.
Team NXT versus Team 3D.
Who'd you go?
Me, myself, I went with my boys. Team NXT, Sami Zayn and Adrian Neville. And who'd you go with?
I went with Neville and Zayn, figuring Dudleys are getting up in years, and at the time it was rumored that they were about to be out the door.
Yeah.
Whether it is or not still needs to be confirmed, beside the point.
That's been confirmed.
What is the point is that Zayn and Neville won.
Whoa.
And we're tied up right now.
Uh-huh.
Then the best of 7 series, which, as far as I can tell, is only for bragging rights and has no other purpose. Not entirely sure why.
Sheamus and Cesaro.
Sheamus and Cesaro. Who'd you go with?
Had to go with my boy, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus. Still laughing at how he was gone and then came back and automatically won the briefcase and then beat Roman to go. That's still funny as hell.
I went with the Swiss Superman, Cesaro.
And who ended up winning this match, my friend?
Unfortunately, Sheamus.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Next, Jericho versus the Realist guys. Jericho and Owens, Cass and Enzo.
It's Jericho.
Jericho.
Close enough, but they pronounce it Jericho.
Yeah, and it's also Breezango. What's your point?
It's like, yeah, but ever so it's like I still remember.
Who'd you go with?
Had to go with my boys, Jericho. Jericho and Kevin Owens.
I went against Jericho.
I hate you.
For the Realist guys.
So
but
we're about to have some technical difficulties. I can't find the stick.
But Jericho came out on top.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for me.
Loser.
Then Sasha defending the Women's Championship, which is now the Raw Women's title, defending against Charlotte. Who'd you go with?
Of course, I had to go with my girl, the legit boss, Sasha Banks.
Meanwhile, I went against Charlotte.
So you picked Sasha?
Yes.
Why didn't you just say you picked Sasha?
Because I can't fucking stand Charlotte. I hate Charlotte more than I like Sasha, which is kind of saying something. But Charlotte got the title again. So we get another umpteenth months with her as champion. Merry friggin' Christmas to us.
Except, of course, there was the rumor, which has also now been confirmed, that Bayley has been called up to the main roster, and there is the rumors going around that at Clash of Champions, the next pay-per-view,
that Clash is next.
Well, after Backlash, since as I said, they're doing 2 different pay-per-views.
Anyway, the rumor going around, Bayley's coming, getting the title. Still waiting to see that one. But Charlotte got the title, so we both got that one wrong. Then Miz defending the Intercontinental Championship against Apollo Crews. Who'd you go with?
Had to go with my boy Miz. What? You already knew it was gonna happen. 9 times out of 10, the only time he ever freaking wins is when he has his wife in ringside. Still trying to figure out how the fuck them two got married.
Meanwhile, I went with Apollo Crews.
King of Strong Style. What What? What? It's a joke of King of Strong Style for sure.
I got the joke. Doesn't mean the joke was any good.
Oh, bite me.
But, like Jolt said, Maurice screwed with the match, and Miz won.
Yeah.
Again.
Day 139 continues. Well, of course, you don't really like his brain. Sucks to be you.
That would be me. Then,
It's okay.
Styles against Cena. The match the IWC has been clamoring for a while now. Basically since Rumble, since Styles came in, more or less.
No, they've been clamoring for it. They've been clamoring for it for like years.
But that was when it was able to become a reality.
Yeah.
Who'd you go with?
Sadly, I had to go against my favorite wrestler of all time, AJ Styles, and I had to pick John Cena because everyone knows when you face him in a feud, you get one free win, and he kicks your ass every match after.
I also went with Cena. Not for that reason, but I went with Cena.
Because like that, well, that's mainly because you're a WWE bred fan. I've been a fan of it.
I don't like Cena, dude.
True, however,
The way you're making it sound like I'm a super Cena fan.
well, you are a super Roman fan, so it's basically the same thing. I'm gonna stand over here so you can't get in the swing range.
But Styles came out on top.
Yeah.
So we neither one of us got it right.
Hey Brian, guess what?
What?
He didn't want none. You get it?
Cricket.
He ain't want none. He wasn't phenomenal.
Now, New Day defending their tag team titles, now the Raw tag titles, against Gallows and Anderson, the Club. I have a feeling we already know, but who are you going with?
I had to, of course, go with my boys Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, the Club, who hopefully might become the Balor Club. And who'd you go with?
I went, as much as I hate to say it, New Day. But the question is who won, which is a point of contention.
It's no contention.
The team that won the match was the Club.
Via DQ.
But, like Jolt said, they did not get the titles.
Which sucks ass.
As much as I want to say that counts as a point to me, we all know it doesn't.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Then, we have Ambrose defending the World Championship, now the SmackDown World title.
Oh, it should still be the World title.
But it's SmackDown World title and Raw World title.
Yeah, but they don't call it the World title.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, they know what I mean.
Yeah.
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 Nah.
Ambrose versus Ziggler for the SmackDown World title. Who'd you go with?
Had to go with my boy Dean Ambrose.
I also went with Ambrose.
Well, the thing is, it's not that I don't like Ziggler. It's that he's been in that same exact position where it's like he'll get to the world title and it's like, oh my god, he can win, and then the match happens and then it's just like, oh nope, drop the ball, and it's like, he was that close, You don't get further.
Ambrose got the title. Then we have the big Divas match. We have Natalya, Alexa Bliss, and their partner, which turned out to be Nikki Bella, going against Becky Lynch, Naomi, and Carmella.
Before we get to that, let me just say this real quick. It seems that ever since that with Nikki's return, the only reason they brought her ass back is to push the stupid fucking Total Bella show, which will come out in October. That's the only reason, because there's no other reason for her to come back.
Hope you appreciate that free plug. It will never be happening again.
No, it won't. Because and you have to agree, there's no point. Brie retired, Daniel retired. What the fuck's the point of you coming back? There's nothing left for you. You fucked up your neck. So you coming back, you're just like, it just makes your neck an easy target. So, and she's out for another 8 months.
So who'd you go with?
Unfortunately, I had to go with I went with Natalya. I was like, was it Natalya,
Alexa, and Nikki?
Unfortunately, I didn't know at the time it would be Nikki. I figured it would be like Mandy Rose or someone. Someone actually entertaining. So.
Anyway, I went with Becky, Naomi, and Carmella.
Only reason is that because you're such a fucking Becky mark. Despite the fact that she said that she's basically a female jobber at this point. And you
Still-
can hate me.
Still hot.
You can hate me for that, but it's the truth.
Still hot.
I'll give you that.
The winners, Natalya, Alexa, Nikki.
And sadly, they won thanks to Nikki, which
Yeah.
is a shock.
Then, the new world title, the Raw world title, the Universal Championship, Baylor and Rollins.
And let's just say, the Universal title's ugly. I mean, ugly, ugly. Not as ugly as we are, but uglier. So.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm freaking gorgeous.
Bitch, please.
But, Baylor, Rollins. Who'd you go with?
Who you think? This is my boy, the Demon King, Finn Balor, of course.
I also went with Baylor.
Balor.
Baylor.
Balor.
Jericho.
I hate you. Look, can you please cut? Like, we're about to have some technical difficulties. Someone find me a rock.
In the middle of a field. Helpful. Now, Baylor ended up beating Rollins. But, Baylor gave up the title the day after because during that match he dislocated his shoulder.
Well, technically, Rollins dislocated his shoulder.
He got his shoulder dislocated. Whoever's fault it was, because literally everybody on the internet is trying to argue that point.
But, like a true G and the greatest fucking wrestler of all time, he popped that shit back into place and continued the fucking match. That is a real hardcore thug right there. It's like fucking injury. I'm getting my belt.
Then, the United States Championship, Rusev against Roman Reigns. Who'd you go with?
Of course, I had to go with Rusev. No one can stop him unless your name is John Cena. But we don't talk about that.
And then I think y'all know who I'm going with. But the match
Did not happen.
never happened. Reigns came out and attacked Rusev before the match.
Well, mainly because Rusev attacked him backstage. So
You get my point.
attack for an attack. So an eye for an eye. And
I want to count that as a point to me just because Reigns was the one who walked out on his own power, but nobody got the point on that.
And what was the final match of the card?
The final match, the match has been hyped up for 2 months. Brock Lesnar, the Beast, versus Randy Orton, the Viper.
It's like the Beast, the Conqueror. It's like the Street Killer versus the Legend Killer. Beast versus Viper. Who won?
Who'd you go with?
I, of course, had to go with my boy Brock Lesnar. And you can leave in the comments that, oh, well, Brock sucks, Brock sucks, Brock sucks. Fuck you. He is still good as fuck. What?
Thanks for inviting a ton of hate mail, dude.
Yeah.
But
Let it come. Let it come.
let it
I
go.
feed on
Let
your
it
hate.
go.
I hate you. I feed
Now-
on your hate. Come on.
I went with Orton. As you can tell by the crappy evil laughter. Again, crappy. Lesnar came out on top. For some reason, apparently TKOs exist in a wrestling match.
Well, that is actually how Kevin Owens managed to win the NXT
It's
Championship.
usually by knockout, even in the video games they say that. If you put him through the table, win by knockout, not TKO.
Well, here's the thing.
If they can't keep going, then it's a knockout, not a TKO.
Well, actually, here's the thing. If it's a knockout, it means you've basically been knocked the fuck out. If it's a technical knockout, it mainly means that they actually had to
But
stop
that's by
the fucking
boxing
match.
rules, not wrestling rules. But that's beside the point.
So
Lesnar came out on top, and it's with a heavy heart that I announce our interim Joltage champion, Jolt.
Yes! Finally!
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Oh, I'm going
Come
to.
September 18th or whatever that Saturday is, I'm getting that back.
No, you're not, because I'm going for a Samoa Joe length reign, like how he was in Ring of Honor, where he had a 648-day reign as champion before it was unfortunately stopped by Austin Aries. But still, 648 days is impressive, and I am going to go for that mark. 648 days. It's like we
Won't even make it 60.
are in the Jolt era.
Now, for the first time ever, a Carnage forfeit. Now I'm sure y'all are asking, what forfeit is it this time? What food item have we selected? Actually did not realize until recently that literally all of our challenges have been food-based. We are fat, it's to be expected. But, opposite of that, figured, it's football season, why not have something, a little bit of tie-in? Come this way. Alright. For those of you who do not know of the name of this, they're called suicides. Yes, I recognize the name isn't politically correct anymore. The internet is not politically correct. Who cares? The suicides, unfortunately we're not able to use a actual football field, so we had to use the arrows, pan over. We had to use the arrows to mark each 10-yard marker. Cut back. I have to run from here to each arrow and back, the next one and back, next one and back, so on and so forth, until we get to the full 100.
Unless, of course, you can't do them all.
I'm not like you, I'm not punking out after 4 spoonfuls. Like the pudding.
But here's the thing. Who is the one with the championship belt?
For now, you.
This guy.
Still my title.
The one. Well.
No. Let me see it. Let me see it. Read the name on the title.
Temporary.
Carnage.
Because
still, this may be in his possession. Still my title.
Well.
Now, on with the forfeit. Go to the 10. Count me off. Ready, set, go.
On your mark.
Stop. Oh. Forgot to take this shit out of my pocket. Alright.